Hi, and welcome to this quick tool review. This time around, we're going to take a look at another product from Vevor. Comes with a manual, which I'm not quite sure why a wrench set needs a manual, but there you go. Packaged well as usual, double thick cardboard, even for this small little package, and sealed in plastic to keep it safe on the travel overseas. This set of wrenches that I don't have any examples of, they are flex head. So the head can rotate 180 degrees, and that can be handy if you got to get in a difficult spot. Another problem getting in tight quarters with wrenches is a lot of times if you get in and get on the nut, there's not a lot of latitude side to side. And this set promises to be a very fine pitch ratchet, 5 degrees minimum. They're supposedly chrome vanadium steel. They're very attractive looking. I like the finish on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's sort of like a sandblasted chrome kind of thing. Pretty nice. And another feature they talk about is that besides being a 12-point socket, having a lot of variations in the way this will sit down in the nut, so you don't have to rotate it very far, just in case your wrench, when you're getting in a tight spot, isn't aligned properly. You don't have to go and manually rotate the ratchet. It's got the 5-degree ratchet, which we already talked about. And then on top of that, they claim that the fitment on a nut is a lot tighter than typical wrenches, so that there's less chance of rounding off the corners. And I like that. Let's just check that out. For comparison, I have 3 3/8-inch high quality nuts from McMaster-Carr. So these aren't cheapo hardware store nuts. They're McMaster-Carr, and some of them are better than others. This is a standard black oxide finish. This is a more expensive low profile finish, and this is the nickel plated or zinc plated, I forget. So here's their 9/16. I've got 3 other 9/16 wrenches here. One is a cheapo Harbor Freight. Another one is a Master Grip. And then I got a Craftsman here, and this is not a new Craftsman. This is forged in the USA. This is a Craftsman from my childhood. I still have a wrench set from my childhood. So let's start with the Craftsman. I'm kind of curious to see how tight that fit will be. And this guy is a nice fit. A little bit of slop side to side. Checking out this Master Grip, or this is the Pittsburgh. This is the Harbor Freight. Also a little bit of side-to-side play, not terrible. The Master Grip feels a little bit tighter than the Pittsburgh, but not by a lot. And here's the Vevor. And it's about the same. I don't find it to be any tighter, but plenty adequate. The tightest of them all, by far, is this Craftsman. It still has a little bit of slop, but it's definitely the tightest fit of all of them. This is also a 12-point socket, as are all of these for that matter. Switching to the sloppiest one, the black oxide coated one. There's a fair amount of play. Quite a bit of play even in the Craftsman. I could quantify this by measuring the angle that these things will rotate, but just looking based on feel, they're all pretty close to the same, with the Craftsman by far the tightest. Tighter by far than the Vevor. That's a really nice fit on the Vevor there. A little bit of slop side to side. A little bit of slop side to side. More slop side to side. And I don't have the Craftsman equivalent. This one has a lot more slop. So the open end seems to be a little tighter than either the Master Grip or the Pittsburgh, not by a lot, and this is a box end, so I can't tell the difference. But bottom line is, the fit and finish seems adequate. Whether it's better than the others, I don't think it's much better, if at all better. Certainly not as tight as the Craftsman forged in the United States. Although the teeth in this guy, although sharp, don't look anywhere near as deep as the points on this guy right here. Sorry about that. So looking at the Craftsman side by side, the depth of the teeth on the Craftsman are very shallow. Better fit, but very shallow. These are deeper. And so they will provide more resistance to rotation under high loads than the Craftsman would, because the Craftsman only has to exceed this small bump here before, so you just round off enough material to make it past that bump, which isn't a whole lot. So although the Craftsman's tighter, less material, overall I find the set to be of very decent quality. I like the finish on it. I like the sandblasted chrome finish. It looks like it's titanium nitride coated. I don't know if that's what it is or it's just paint. Time will tell for that one. I don't think it's the actual ceramic coating. They don't claim that it is. It's chrome vanadium steel. These are very deeply etched or pressed in during the forging process, so those won't come off. The laser marking is much finer, but probably won't come off without a fair amount of wear on the wrench. That's not a big deal because I don't think anyone cares about that. I like the pouch they're in, and the price is right. The price is only $28.99, very inexpensive. And I don't have a set of these 180-degree bendable head wrenches, and I've had plenty of situations where a regular wrench, you just can't get it in there, nor will a socket fit in, but you might be able to get a wrench at an angle, which is really nice. And the fine pitch of the ratchet mechanism makes it so that if you don't have a lot of side-to-side play capable of where you're getting the wrench in, you'll still be able to undo the nut because you only need 5 degrees to be able to loosen the nut. So all in all, I think it's a really good deal. $28.99. Thanks for watching. Hope you find useful. Hope to see you next time.